Hello, everybody. Scott G with Pro Wrestling Logic here, and this is the ECW review for the 8th of June, 1993. I wish ECW was still around in this day and age. Paul Heyman booking would be much better than anything modern. But anyhow, um, this is the ECW June review. We will have a separate section for ECW arena events and fan cam events, but this is the TV section of things. And as mentioned, June 8th, 1993. Hope to have June. June will be up in a packet today, and hope to have June up in the July up in the next few days, as well as the first major event, the Super Summer Sizzler event of 1993 as well. Um, anyway, they hype what's coming up this weekend and the contract signing between Gilbert and Funk in the chain match for the King of Philadelphia. Hawk also comes out and makes fun of Dangerously, says he's happy to be in ECW where the real wrestlers are, says he needs fresh meat to beat, and puts out an open challenge. Then there is a history package between Funk and Gilbert over the last several weeks of TV. I understand why they do these. Obviously, not everyone watches every week, but I've always been of the mindset that if you want people to watch every week, you keep the history packages to a minimum. Maybe you do them before the pay-per-views, but even then, I'm not really a fan. Funk re-explains the Texas Chainsaw Massacre match, and Heyman tries to back off of the match. Basically says he has a bunch of pride and previous injuries, and that he's over it. And Funk challenges uh, anyone, and he would prefer to know the identity of the Dark Patriot. He wants to continue to, get rid of Gilbert once and for all at one point here. He wants to continue to go. Funk says he's not worried about whoever the Dark Patriot is. And there we go. Basically, we go off into the Samoan Warrior and with a 2-on-1 beatdown from Hawk. Hawk hits a couple of clothesline. Hits the clothesline, then a power slam and a diving headbutt, diving fist drop. Basically a squash match. Military press, Ernesto and the Samoan Warrior. No match for Hawk. Hawk then takes both out in the squash match style. Says that he's going to make Snuka fly into and out of the ring. Hawk then talks about injuries. He says basically that he likes broken bones, deviated septums, and all the likes in between. Basically says he dreams that's what his dreams are made of, and that's what Snuka's nightmares are going to be made of. TV title match at the upcoming Super Summer Sizzler deal is there. Hawk says he doesn't care about anything except winning. Eddie Gilbert promo basically says he's proud to be King of Philadelphia, and that's the only thing that Philadelphia has to be proud of is his involvement in the city. Says he's serious, and he's about a week and a half away or so from leaving professional wrestling, or Funk is leaving professional wrestling. That's the promise that he makes. Funk is going to leave the sport, and he says that all heroes leave Philadelphia, and Funk will be no different. He says he will mean more than anything else. Funk does, that him being the King of Philadelphia, it will mean so much to him. And Gilbert basically says that people need to bow down to him. Then we go to a 16-person battle royal for the Pennsylvania State Championship. Not a fan of battle royals, so I basically skipped through this. Real basic punch kick battle royal. Pennsylvania State Championship is crowned here. Major notes. The only thing is the breakdown between Larry Winters and Tony Stenson, the former tag team champions. They have an issue with going at each other and actually start beating each other around. Tommy Cairo is your new champion. There at the end, Cairo, they move him towards being a mainstay in ECW, and he is your first Pennsylvania champion. Uh, they do a couple over the top spots, and Stetson turns on Winters, sends him into the post on the outside, and they brawl. I mean, that's your overarching for the the television championship here. Absolutely everybody is out versus Sandman versus Morocco. Upcoming Sandman says he's going to take out the Rockin' Rebel on the 15th, or 19th rather, at the Super Summer Sizzler event. Sandman says there's a street fight and he's going to beat Rockin' Rebel from pillar to post. Says the Rockin' Rebel needs to become a better street fighter. He says he's the main son of Philadelphia. Peaches also hypes the upcoming cat fight between herself and Tigra. Sal Balomo challenges off to Sly Stallone. Goofy stuff. I mean, really, this early ECW television is hard to get through. Balomo basically says he's coming to Philadelphia to take care of the Super Destroyers, doesn't care who he's going after. He is a wild man. Then we go to Glenn Osborne and Tommy Cairo versus Johnny Hotbody, and Chris Candido with Hunter Q. Robbins. Backdrops and clotheslines by Osborne early, belly to belly by Cairo. Cairo kind of the pre-Taz version of things in some ways with all the suplexes. He hits the spin wheel kick on Hotbody at 1.2. Then we see Cairo hits the belly to belly. Osborne back with a bunch of clotheslines. Then we see a joining up of Chris Michaels, or who ends up being Richard Michaels, or Rick Michaels, with the turn on the Destroyers. Destroyers end up turning babyface here. It's super basic here. Super Destroyers beat up Michaels and Winters and Hotbody. Sandman versus Morocco is in a title rematch coming up. And that is how we close the show. Power Slam. Sandman kicked by Morocco, abdominal stretch, and cheating by Morocco to get a quick win. Basically, the match is clipped down. Morocco still your ECW heavyweight champion, which is for the good of the promotion, with Morocco being a bigger name in the area and overall just a bigger name whatsoever. Hopefully, this has been helpful. We'll be back with more right after this.